This is the brand new Parrot Pro teleprompter from Padcaster. And this is the older version that I bought through a Kickstarter campaign back in 2016. Even though this previous version did an excellent job for me in most cases, I think it has 3 small problems. But this brand new version, the Parrot Pro teleprompter, just solved those 3 problems for me. I will explain. Let me say a big thanks to the team behind this product that was very kind to send me a pre-production model. I was not paid to say anything in this video, and these are my pure and honest opinions about this product. Let me introduce you to the first problem that I had with the previous version, the older version. Because of the way of how this was built, you can't really use wide lenses because you start to see the margins of the teleprompter. You start to see vignetting. If I was using a prime lens, I had to choose a 35mm fixed lens. And this focal length doesn't really translate on a zoom lens because there's glass inside that is moving. So when I use a 24 to 70mm lens, I need to zoom it in to about 38, 39mm on a full frame sensor to get rid of those margins from the teleprompter. That was a bit too much. And this problem is solved by the new Parrot Pro version. It uses a bigger glass, a wider frame, and it allows me to use the same zoom lens at 28mm. What you see right now is exactly 28mm on that zoom lens. And this is very, very nice. This will be very useful for me. 28mm is the optimal distance to read from a teleprompter this small. If you go closer than that, then your eyes will look weird when you jump from left to right while reading the text, so it doesn't make sense to go wider. Now, the second problem, a small problem, was the fact that sometimes I had a hard time inserting my phone into this space here. It has a spring mechanism, you need to drag it downwards and insert your phone. The right order was to first insert the phone here and then attach the teleprompter to the lens. If I started by attaching the teleprompter first and insert the phone as a last step, I sometimes moved the camera or the tripod accidentally and I ruined the framing of that shot. I know it sounds weird, but let me tell you this, I suffer from perfectionism. So the new Parrot Pro teleprompter completely changes the way of attaching the phone. I just simply place the phone here on this tray and it stays there perfectly. There are also these 2 tabs, one at the back and one at the front. After the phone is in the right position, you loosen the knob at the bottom and then slide the tray in as much as you need to hold the phone in place. Also, if you need to change settings on the phone, you just have to take it out, adjust the settings on the phone, and then put the phone back in with absolutely no problems. Okay, so the third small problem was related to the remote. This is the older one, and this is the new one. All the buttons on the older remote are actually very clicky. Sometimes I stop and rewind the text, or maybe I change the speed, and these clicky sounds are recorded by the microphone up here, or another microphone that I use for that specific video. So the good news is that the new remote is much smaller, it fits in your palm, the buttons are very smooth when you press them, and they make almost no sound at all. So, using a wider focal length, solved. Easily attaching the phone to the teleprompter, solved. Smaller remote with a much better material, easy to press, solved. Now, let's talk more about the Parrot Pro, the new version. So I really love the matte finish that covers the whole teleprompter. Also the fact that the lid folds down like this. I mean, it's attached, there is no way you can lose it. And when you close the lid, you can use these 2 screws, which are similar to the GoPro mounts. Very efficient. So just like for the previous model, you get all these adapter rings for different lens diameters, which is much appreciated. So yes, you will get an 82, you will get a 72, 77, 67, and so on. In my case, for the 24 to 70mm zoom lens, I use the biggest adapter, which is the 82mm. It's basically a simple frame that you screw onto the lens. You take off this protection from the back, and then you just slide the teleprompter down on the ring and you're good to go. Now, I mentioned this knob at the bottom. It gives you the option to attach it to a tripod in case you want to film with a smaller camera, like a GoPro, for example, or a smaller point-and-shoot camera. And if you go to the Kickstarter page, you can choose between different packages, like this one, for example, that includes this universal Parrot adapter kit. The adapter will let you attach the GoPro or other smaller cameras and even smartphones. Also, you need to know that in order to use this teleprompter, you will need an app. And I recommend you to use the Parrot Teleprompter app, which is free, by the way. And I really love it because it's simple, it's easy to use, it's easy to set up, and it's available on both iOS and Android devices. You can change the speed of the text, font size, and the best part is that you can adjust the margins of the script so you can go wide or narrow right in the front of the lens. Also, I gotta say that I used the previous version of the Parrot teleprompter on approximately 95% of all of my videos created on my 2 YouTube channels. This YouTube channel that will soon reach 100,000 subscribers, and this second channel where I make videos about gear for creators with almost 2,000 subscribers. My videos are scripted for the most part because I don't feel so confident speaking freely in front of the camera, and sometimes I can't memorize technical details so well. So I prefer to read from the script, and after each main idea, maybe I freestyle just a bit to make it sound more natural. In fact, I was reading from the teleprompter from the start of this video, but you probably didn't notice. And I'm reading right now too. So let me tell you this, because I used the older version for more than 6 years, I really enjoyed using the product, and now I got this new upgraded version. I can definitely recommend you this product with confidence because for me, it's a piece of gear that I trust, and it's like a partner for me. It helps me record faster and edit my videos faster without forgetting any details. Oh, and make sure you watch this video next. I'm Christy. Thanks for staying until the end. See you soon.